Congrats are in order for Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, who are now reportedly parents of 2. The beauty mogul has given birth to her second child with beau A$AP Rocky, according to multiple reports. Access Hollywood has reached out to Rih and Rocky's respective teams for comment. The work singer shocked fans when she announced she was pregnant with their second baby during her 2023 Apple Music Super Bowl halftime performance in February. Following the big reveal, the Grammy winner has showed off her bump on multiple occasions, including the 2023 Oscars and Met Gala in May. Access Hollywood spoke to the Umbrella singer at that event, and she told us how it was like being pregnant at fashion's biggest night out.
How long did this look take to come together?
Oh my God. Each of these flowers took 30 hours. 30 hours each flower, 2 different ateliers. Valentino was so gracious enough to make me this look in God knows how long it took them, but they made it last minute. And we're here. I had something to wear. I'm excited. I really only came because I love my dress.
What did you say? How did it feel to
I wanted to do the, the Karl Lagerfeld bride. That's what he's known for. It's my favorite thing about all of his Chanel shows. The extravagance, the drama, honey. I live for it.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
How does it feel to come
Look,
with
I could make it up these stairs by myself.
Met with you. How does it feel to come with the little one to be to the Met?
It's fun. I feel like guilty that my firstborn isn't here.
What did you think of the dress?
Baby?
Yeah.
Oh, we had to keep him far away.
Rihanna and A$AP Rocky welcomed their first child together in May 2021, a baby boy named Rizza. In November 2022, Access Hollywood's Scott Evans chatted with the businesswoman at the Savage X Fenty fashion show, and she talked about the strong family unit she's built with the rapper and gushed over her baby boy.
What's up? How you doing?
Is this all y'all good siders?
Listen, you never know. You gotta.
Everybody's just parked up on this side.
Because you never know. We try to be ready. Listen, you know it's gonna be a good interview when Rihanna walk onto the carpet cracking knuckles. Which, she said, hold on, let me. I was like, oh, snap.
Let me get ready for this press. It's been a while. Let me gear up.
It is so good to see you.
Thank you so much, likewise.
It's so good to be celebrating, Volume 4. This time around, there's not a need to reinvent, but you just keep challenging yourself and the team. What was it about this one, this time you were like, we gotta do more, we gotta up the stakes?
It's not just this time. Every time, that's the challenge. I always want it to be better. If it's the same, I feel like there's no growth, and we can't show our growth even. So this is the perfect platform to show all of that. And it's not just me. It's not just the collection or the designers. There's so much talent. There's so much talent from Paris to Willow to Alex. That's the director, Alex. Willow is set design. And Paris is the choreographer who just won an Emmy.
Right.
For this show.
Come on.
Volume 3.
Would that ever have been the goal for you to kind of get that kind of acclaim, that kind of reception to this work?
When you're doing something like this, the last thing you're thinking about is the Emmys. Like, honestly,
right.
This is so overwhelming, and it's such a huge production that you just want to put on a good show. I didn't even know a show like this was even possible to be a part of the Emmys
Right. Well, a lot of us didn't even know a show like this could happen until you did it.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? It's got to feel good. Do you find yourself in moments though when you're planning the show where you're like, nah, this is not slapping like it needs to. This is not it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. All of the aspects of this show are like, I'm involved. So Paris, as she's choreographing, I'm getting videos sent, and I'm like, I don't like the song. I love the choreography. Or the choreography could be way better than this.
Really?
But yeah. And it's all love,
of course.
But I care. I want this to be a spectacular production every time.
It is. I shouldn't say that it surprises me because I feel like only you would decide, you know what, when I come back and do this thing, I'm going to do all of the things at once. We're going to do Fenty Volume 4. We're going to do Baby. We're going to do Tour. We're going to do Super Bowl. We're going to do every album. We're going to do all of that at the same time. Was that always the plan?
can you plan a baby like that? Like, the baby comes into play and then everything shifts.
Really?
So, of course, because that's the number one priority. You can't delay a baby. You can't be like, push back the due date.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's coming. So things are going to have to adjust.
Yeah.
And, that's a challenge in itself, and I love it. I love it all.
It's amazing to me to think of you months after giving birth.
Yeah.
On stage, rehearsing, getting ready, gearing up. Like, what was it like the first time you got back in those heels after the baby and was like, okay, so this is the music that we're going with, okay?
It's crazy. Actually, getting back in heels was tough. It was like I wore heels throughout my entire pregnancy,
Right.
and after you give birth, it's like, oh, this is different. But getting back into making music, getting back into studio, getting back at work. I was back at work 3 days after I gave birth.
What?
Literally on a Zoom call for Savage. Because, these are things that can't...
Rih.
These are there are also other due dates that you can't push back. Things like Savage, things like the show, things like loungewear. We're also launching sport. So
Yeah.
if I didn't get on that call, honestly, we wouldn't have sport be a part of this show.
Whoa.
So it's important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's funny because you think about sport launching with this show, you becoming a part of sport in a major way. I think I saw an announcement that said the National Fenty League.
Yes.
Like the NFL was like, nah, we changing the name.
My fans live for that too.
The Navy was like, yeah, get me. Yeah, Dad. I mean, what does it feel like to? First, tell me this. You get the phone call. What happens on the phone call that you say, yeah, all right, yeah, we'll do it now?
No. It was definitely not. Yeah. It was like, all right, let me think about it. No.
Hold on.
And I delayed it and delayed it and delayed it. And it was probably one of the latest announcements that they've had. But I really started to think about it and truly consider it when I was going through my music. And I realized, like, yeah, like, I could
I could do this.
I could celebrate this. Like, I often get so overwhelmed and intimidated by stages like that,
Right.
like award shows, things like, so Super Bowl is like
Major.
huge. Yeah.
Has ASAP yet said, babe, let me 2 minutes, let me just,
Oh, that's what you would do, huh?
me
You
just
one
do-
of those.
babe.
You one
babe.
of those.
He's like holding the baby. He's like, babe, just come on. Has he played yet?
He was one of my biggest supporters in making the decision to do the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was like,
Gotta do it.
You got this. You could do this.
I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
I love the team that you two have become for one another and for your family.
I do too. It's amazing to have a friendship, like, be the center of our entire family.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love it. It's
Okay.
fun.
Tell me this before I let you go.
Oh, yeah, you asked a relationship question. The publicist is tapping.
She said, bow, bow,
tapping.
bow. Man, it said, and I think that's going to be a wrap.
He said ASAP too many times.
ASAP. I meant ASAP. Okay, tell me this. You are now entered, and we talked about this on Zoom before, entered into this whole new part of your legacy. What is the part of motherhood that surprised you most? I'm just curious to know. I mean, we talked about like what your music, what your impact on the industry will be, but I'm curious what your experience in motherhood.
So motherhood is a whole other beast, right?
Right.
Like, life starts over when you become a parent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like life that you've never known before. You get a second full book, not a chapter. It's like a new book completely, right? The beginning is like you're tripping acid every day. You're like, it's wild,
Yeah.
trippy as
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah. You won't know that because you'll never have the opportunity to actually give birth. You will never have those hormones
Right.
weirding you out like that and
Right,
telling
right.
you, wait, I have a baby? Oh my God, it's crazy. You look at him and he's yours, but he's a stranger and he's new and you're learning him as he's learning you and learning the world. It's an amazing experience,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
But the thing that I really, his eye contact, some. Oh my God! When he looks at me in my eyes, my whole soul is like, I can't tell if it's cold or hot. It's just like dropping. It's like amazing.
Well, if he's got eyes like you, I could get it. I'm just saying,
Oh,
you know.
you see what he did there?
I'm just saying if he happens to have
you want to know
eyes.
his name. You want to know what he looked like.
Yeah, just show me on the phone.
you
Just show me. You don't have to show them. Just show me. Just let me see on the phone.
Goodbye, Axel.
Look. Oh, is that him?